Tonight, the Sick Sad World primetime special with people just like you, only more pathetic.
Ayo, DSP projecting here, and as the introduction promised, tonight's episode is a Sick Sad DSP. After canceling the podcast, he started his gameplay stream, that of course included an abridged podcast before, which is a polite way to say pathetic beg sesh.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the show. Not the real show, not the typical normal show. Like there was nothing wrong with me at all. I didn't feel awful or anything. And then all of a sudden I sneezed. My throat started to like swell up during. And I was like, what? Just because I sneezed? Like literally my throat's going to swell up because I sneezed? I got a burp. See, I'm all out of sorts today. And I have post-nasal drip. Post-nasal drip is going down my throat. Like super painful, low octave, which is fine. You know, I have a great setup for that, thankfully.
All right, King, keep going. Don't play any video game and make any money.
I woke up this morning yelling at the camera. Maybe it's in my best interest to say, forget the podcast today. To be honest, I didn't have much of anything important to talk about on today's podcast. You know, I'm just trying to ignore him, so it is what it is. You know, I've got something. This is the early stages. I don't feel great, dying sick here. Fed Jasper, my breakfast burrito. So, I'm here. All right, I'm here. I'm going to hang out with you guys for a little bit before we start with gameplay.
Jeez, he is so dramatic. That wasn't even the non-podcast hangout sesh, just the preamble to it. Alright, Phil, give me something to work with here that doesn't make me feel like I'm commenting on a foodie beauty health problem style video.
This sucks, but I just want to relax with you and kind of ease my way into it. Maybe the person who checked me out was sick. Oh, man. Some people are already questioning, why don't you take the day off? Why don't you just take the whole day off? Well, first of all, last week, I had to take an entire day off, right? That I wasn't supposed to because I didn't have internet. So already I've lost a day of work last week. And last week, I took an extra day off to spend with my wife. So already, I'm kind of like behind. If I hadn't done those things last week, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But I already had 2 extra days off last week. So I wasn't supposed to take any time off this week at all. Also, let's be honest. This week, I've worked 6 streams so far. 3 streams, we hit the goal. 3, we did not. So I'm coming off of a week where I had 2 days off extra that I normally don't do. And then I'm going into a week where, you know, performance hasn't been as good. So I can't take the time off. I would like to have today off to recuperate, but I can't. All right, I got to be here. That's life when you are a working class streamer.
When they've tortured and scared you for 20 odd years, then they expect you to pick a career. When you can't really function, you're so full of fear. A working class streamer is something to be. Who does this John Lennon ass motherfucker think he is? That's why he doesn't leave the house. He's afraid of getting John Lennon himself.
Oh, man. Sucks. It does suck. Order some DoorDash while you're streaming. Why would I order DoorDash?
Did you hear the DoorDash disdain in that dude's voice? A working class streamer like him using DoorDash? He's not King Cobes. But Phil, maybe, just maybe, it's because you're the king of DoorDash and Amazon. Why wouldn't you?
Okay. I know, because I used to take stuff like that back in the day. Am I going to be okay to talk all night for Smart Guys? Asked Dabhand. Smart Guys is tomorrow. Smart Guys is not today.
And another one gets felted. You rule, King. But you all know he barely talks during gameplay, just to beg and complain. Oh, wait. Is he sure it'll be okay? That might be a lot.
I don't have a fan in the bedroom. And I'm like, I'm like bone dry. Oh, and it feels awful. Ugh. No, there's no point in taking a COVID test because I stay home anyway.
Yeah, you dunce. Did you forget he's John Lennon and can't leave his gated community or else? He's always telling Yoko Ono, Yoho Horso, his wife. That's why they can't go to the park or the zoo. There's too many people reading Catcher in the Rye out there. Speaking of reading, feel free to read the comments down below and maybe even drop some of your own. Liking and subscribing is dope too, just like all of you. I really do appreciate y'all watching this junk. Deuces.